glasses. Oh my goodness. Where are you? Oh, there they are. Welcome back to another video. I was going to say good morning, but it is not the morning when I'm filming this. It is currently the afternoon, and I've just pulled out my camera because I'm about to start packing, but I just wanted to say hello. And the reason that you've clicked on this video, I'm assuming, is to find out why we've moved to Bali, but I will tell you that in a moment. But before I do that, I'm so excited because I need to pack my bag, as you can see, because we are moving out of this apartment only for the next 10 nighs though. So my parents are currently on their way over from Australia, and they should be here probably around midnight tonight. And I'm so excited because I haven't seen them in 2 months. And this will be the longest time that I've gone without seeing them. So I'm so excited. We're going to be spending the next 10 nights together. So we're going to do a bit of Canggu, a bit of Ubud, and a bit of Bingen. And it's just going to be so fun. Like, obviously, we've been living here for the past 2 months. But while they're here, obviously they want to do all the touristy things. So we're going to do all the fun stuff with them. So I'm very excited. It's gonna be so strange seeing them. I'm gonna start packing because we need to check in to the villa very shortly, and luckily it's not that far from where we are. So yes, let's get packing. So I just checked in to our accommodation, which we have for the next 3 nights, and it is so gorgeous. So I've come here first because Tynan still has some work to finish off, so I've come to check us in. I think it'll be here in like an hour or so, and then we'll get some dinner and just chill out until mum and dad arrive. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for a swim because it is so hot, and just chill out until he gets here. I just wanted to sit down, run through pretty much why I moved to Bali, because when I started my YouTube channel, I pretty much announced I was moving to Bali, and then next minute I'm in Bali, and I never really said why we decided to move. I just thought this was the perfect opportunity to sit down and go through a few things. The 2 main reasons why we decided to move to Bali was affordability and lifestyle. Back in Australia, overall our lifestyle was great, but it was just missing something, and that's what I love about Bali. We're trying new restaurants, cafes, we're going to new areas, and it's just so fun being able to explore and not feel like we're doing the same thing every day, if that makes sense. When we decided to, start actually looking for a place, we found this really cute studio apartment, which is the one that we are currently in, and we booked that not for the whole 6 months. We've only booked it for a few months because we didn't want to look ourselves into something that we weren't 100% sure that we were going to love. We've got that unit for another month or so. It's been really great. The reason why we ended up going with that particular apartment was the location. We are in between Seminyak and Canggu. We're not in the heart of Canggu. Like, Canggu these days is so busy, so I'm so glad we didn't end up getting a place like in Canggu. And where we are as well, it's literally like a 2-minute bike ride down to the beach, so it's perfect for us. From where we're staying, when you go to the beach, there's this street and it's full of restaurants on the beach, which is usually where we'll go and have our coffee or go have dinner. I'll look up what that street's called and I'll pop it in. We've tried a few of those restaurants in that street, and the food has been so good. It's such a culture shock being in Bali, but at the same time we absolutely love it, and it's been so incredible. I can't believe it's already been 2 months. It has gone so quickly. Lifestyle was definitely one of the reasons why we decided to move to Bali, and the other was affordability. So back home in Australia, cost of living is not exactly cheap. Living in Bali has been great. We've been able to save money and also travel. It's pretty much like the best of both worlds. We've been able to explore, see new places, but also save. And it's so funny because we went to a room the other day and we got smashed avo with poached eggs on sourdough. And if you're from Australia, that is like a staple brekkie. Like if you go to a cafe, you get smashed avo, poached eggs on sourdough, and it is the best thing ever. But you usually pay somewhere between $18 to like $26. So we went to a room the other day and it had smashed avo on sourdough with poached eggs, $4. I actually couldn't believe that it was $4. And then I would say coffee here, like a cappuccino and like those sorts of coffees, is normal price to Australia. If you're going to get like a black coffee or like a Balinese coffee, it's like usually $1. And I actually don't mind the Balinese coffee, and I'm a bit of a coffee snob. I think I've mentioned it before. I think that breakfast cost us a total of like $17. I just couldn't believe that it was $17. Also, going back to our villa, when we were kind of working out a bit of a budget with Bali, another reason why we picked the apartment that we're in now is because it was actually really affordable, especially for the location that it was in. Because our apartment isn't really on the expensive side of things, most weekends we will usually book an Airbnb. So that's been a lot of fun because we've been able to stay in some beautiful Airbnbs that I feel like if we ended up getting a full-time, like stunning apartment that was really expensive, then we wouldn't want to leave. Like we'd want to make the most of it, and then we wouldn't be able to go and like stay in all these really cool places. So that's been another really great thing about the apartment that we ended up getting. So I would say if you are planning on coming to Bali, I would say there's definitely two sides to Bali. You can either stay in cheap accommodation and get like all local cuisine for like $2 a meal, or on the other hand, you can spend a fortune, stay in some really expensive villas and go to like all the beach clubs. So there's definitely two sides to living in Bali. I would also say when we were here last year, I feel like it wasn't as busy, especially in Canggu. So I would say within the last 6 months from us being in Bali last year to now, it is really busy. So keep that in mind as well, because I was not expecting it. I had heard that ever since COVID, things had opened back up and everyone was coming back to Bali, but I just wasn't expecting it to be this busy. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Another thing that I love about Bali, this sounds really lazy to me, but another thing that I love is the fact that I haven't cooked, I haven't cleaned, I haven't done my laundry in 2 months. We pretty much either go out for dinner or get our food delivered throughout the day. Where we're staying, there are people that come and clean our room and do our washing for us. So that has been incredible, and I'm so grateful for them because it has completely changed our experience. It's going to be such a shock going back home and having to go grocery shopping, cook my own food, do my own laundry. I don't think I'm going to like it. I feel like I kind of ran through everything that I wanted to share, and I guess if you are planning on coming to Bali, definitely keep these things in mind, especially when you're looking for your accommodation. That is something that is super important. And obviously, yeah, come over with a budget, work out sort of how much you want to spend, but also just enjoy it. Like through the week, we will be pretty sensible with our money, and we will usually go to a local room for dinner or something like that. But then on the weekends is when we like to splurge and we like to go out for dinner and try all the really nice restaurants in Canggu. So that's pretty much all I wanted to kind of go through. I'm sorry if it was boring. I just feel like I had to explain why we're even in Bali. I hope that information kind of helped, kind of gave you a bit more of an insight as well into what it's like living in Bali. If you want more tips or if you have any questions about Bali, let me know. But I think now I'm gonna go for another swim. Tynan is on his way over to the villa now, so I'm gonna wrap this up and we're just gonna chill out for the rest of the afternoon, get dinner delivered and wait for mum and dad to arrive. This next week is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to be a tourist, and I just can't wait to like bring you guys along as well. If I don't speak to you again, hello. Oh, thank you. Yeah. If I don't speak to you guys again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.